morning, everybody. Rajiv Kumar Sinha, Saraswati Vidya Mandir, Vedanta, Grade 8. Today I have got an opportunity to teach here on the digital services. We are to start today class 12 chapter solution. That is Sharbat. A very easy chapter of class 12 and good scoring chapter. In our syllabus, it is of 5 marks, which is very easy to score. You must have some little ideas regarding this topic. Here I have written Sarbat. Sarbat solution. What we are to study in this chapter, हमें यहाँ क्या पढ़ना है, सबसे पहले हमें उस बात को समझना है कि ये सॉल्यूशन चैप्टर में हम क्या पढ़ना चाह रहे हैं और किसके आधार पर सीबीएसई ने सिलेबस को फ्रेम किया है। आप ध्यान से सुनो। हम सभी जानते हैं सब्सटेंस, जिसको हम हिंदी में कहते हैं पदार्थ। आप यहाँ देखो, यहाँ पे आपको बहुत सारी चीज रखी हुई मिलेंगी। आप देखना ध्यान से। ये बीकर है, ये बीकर है, ये सैंड है, ये शुगर है, ये सॉल्ट है, ये डस्टर है, ये राइटिंग चॉक है, ये कुछ कलर्ड बॉल्स हैं। अपने ध्यान से देखो। एक वाटर बॉटल है, इसमें वाटर है। ये सारी चीज को हम सब्सटेंस कहते हैं। ये सब्सटेंस ये हमने क्लास 9 में स्टडी किया है, जिसकी एग्जिस्टेंस है, जो दिखे, जिसे हम छू पाए, जिसको हम समझ पाए, वो सारी चीज का है हम लोग सब्सटेंस करते हैं। विच हैज इट्स आइडेंटिटी, जिसकी अपनी पहचान है। नेचुरल है, आर्टिफिशियल है, उससे हमें कोई लेना देना नहीं। ये सारे के सारे सब्सटेंस हैं। तो वो सब्सटेंस को दो पार्ट में क्लासिफाई करते हैं। एक प्योर और एक इम्प्योर। आप ध्यान से देखना, ये सारी चीज सब्सटेंस है। इसको मैं यहां लिख दे रहा हूं। ये सब्सटेंस में हो गया आपका टेबल सॉल्ट, जो यहां हमने रखी है, ये टेबल सॉल्ट, ये सैंड, ये शुगर, ये बीकर, वाटर, ये सारा का सारा सब्सटेंस है। हमने ब्लैक बोर्ड से कोशिश किया दिखाने का आपको कार्बन, जिसको हम आपको ये ब्लैक बॉल से दिखा रहे हैं। ये कार्बन, ये ब्लैक बॉल से। ये येलो बॉल हम दिखा रहे हैं आपको सल्फर, सल्फर। ये ग्रीन बॉल से हमने आपको दिखाने का कोशिश किया है क्लोरीन। ब्लैक बॉल कार्बन, सल्फर, रेड बॉल, सॉरी येलो बॉल से दिखाया आपको सल्फर, रेड बॉल से आपको हमने दिखाया है ब्रोमीन, और ग्रीन बॉल से हमने दिखाया आपको क्लोरीन। ये सारे चीज सब्सटेंस है। आप ध्यान से देखो, ये ब्लैक बॉल कार्बन, यहाँ दिखना, ये येलो बॉल, ये दिखाया हमने सल्फर, ये देखो ग्रीन बॉल, इसे हमने दिखाया है क्लोरीन, और रेड बॉल, this is bromine. Actually these are the elemental symbol as well. Carbon you must have seen in the black lamp black, you have seen in the what we are using kajal in our eyes, charcoal, all these are carbon. Sulfur is little yellowish in color. This is sulfur, and this is greenish yellow color gas. Greenish yellow is for the chlorine, and red brown vapor is for the bromine. So all these are the substances. Listen carefully, we have to start solution, but it is very important for us to introduce the chapter. If you do understand the chapter, what we are to study, then it itself becomes easier to learn. Very simple. ये हम आसानी से समझ पाते हैं। ब्लैक बॉल कार्बन ये दिखाया, टेबल सॉल्ट दिखाया है, ये दिखाया, ये सारे के सारे सब्सटेंसेस हैं। इसमें कोई हमने ये क्लासीफाई नहीं किया है कि कौन प्योर है कौन इम्प्योर है। अब आ जाओ, प्योर में हम लोग दो चीज खाते हैं, एक एलिमेंट जो सिर्फ और सिर्फ एक ही टाइप के एटम से बना होता है, और एक कंपाउंड जो कम से कम दो एलिमेंट से केमिकली रिएक्ट करके बनाया होता है। ये हमने क्लास 9 में पढ़ा है। कंपाउंड इज द आउटकम ऑफ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ एटम्स ऑफ डिफरेंट एलिमेंट, डिफरेंट एलिमेंट्स कंबाइन टुगेदर टू फॉर्म ए कंपाउंड। These two are the only pure, element pure, compound pure. Impure that is mixture. Mixture is the impure form. Mixture, you must have seen mixture. Everywhere you have seen mixture. Dal mode, chana, badam, spices, everything is there. That is mixture. Very common in simple language. Mixture is the impure form of substance. When we are mixing cement, sand, water, forming concrete, all these are mixture. Cement, sand, water, chips, stone, rod, these are constituting concrete, a mixture. Whatever water we are drinking, that is also mixture. It is not compound, because we are not drinking the purest form of water. In water there is oxygen, there is other substances which are used to purify the water, which is making the water potable drinking. All these are combined together. All these are present together, combining only for the taste. There is not the chemical combination. That is the mixture. Mixture we are classifying in two parts. One is heterogeneous, another is homogeneous. Sometimes we are calling homogeneous heterogeneous, but actually it is heterogeneous and homogeneous. Listen carefully. Here we are to study solution, but we are to study in this chapter little introduction is needed. Whenever you do understand what is actually we are to learn here, we are to read here, then it will become itself very easy. In the bracket I have written here Sarbat. I can also write here Coca-Cola, Thumbs Up, Miranda, all are the solution. But why we are calling it solution? That is for we are coming in such a tabular form. These are the substances classified in two parts. One is pure and impure. In the pure, one is element and there is compound. And impure, that is mixture. Mixture we have classified in two parts. One is heterogeneous and another is homogeneous. Now this is to see here why we are calling it heterogeneous and why we are calling it homogeneous. This is the part of our topic. Whenever we are saying solution, always we are saying homogeneous, true solution. There are different types of solution also, but we are to study in the later part of the syllabus. Here we are to show heterogeneous and homogeneous. See, this is a beaker. In this beaker, I have taken little amount of water. Okay. Added there some sands. Trying to mix it with the help of my pen, anything. But see, after sacking a lot, after sacking a long time, there is nothing. Sand is visible here and water is also visible here. Sand as well as water. We are calling it heterogeneous, giving the identity of all gradients which are here, water as well as sand. This is heterogeneous mixture when sand is added in water. You can see here water is also visible and sand is also visible. Sand particles are clearly visible here. Such mixture is known as heterogeneous mixture. It is not our part of syllabus. It is just to know why we are calling it heterogeneous. Whenever the individual which are mixed there must have its identity. Water is there, sand is there, so we are calling it heterogeneous. This is also a mixture. Whatever mixture we are eating, where there is a gram, there is a piece, there are spice, that is the heterogeneous mixture. Because every individual is visible there. That is heterogeneous. Now listen, taking here little amount of water. In this water, I am adding here sugar particle. See clearly, sugar particle we are mixing here. Now, sacking it properly. I am sacking with my pen. See carefully. Say, sugar is clearly soluble in water. You can also do it at your home, and you can see carefully whenever you are mixing these two, there will only sherbet will be visible. Neither there is water nor there is sugar. Both mix up truly, and we are finding a clear-cut transparent solution. See, it is. This transparent solution is homogeneous. Here what we have made? Here we have made mix water and sand, but it was clearly visible. Water as well as sand, both. See. And here I have mixed water and sugar. Neither sugar is visible nor water is visible. It is just sherbet is visible. See carefully. Only one medium is visible. You can say it is looking like water, but it is not water. Whenever you will taste it, it will become sweet. You will taste it. You can taste it easily at your home. Take one glass of water, mix there some sugar, thoroughly, mix with the spoon, shake it properly, and drink it. You will definitely find there is no water, because we are well known water is tasteless. Water doesn't have any taste. It is a unique property of water. It becomes tasted whenever it comes in contact of sugar as well as salt. So this is the true solution. True solution, and this true solution is homogeneous, which we are to study under the heading of solution. So solution is the homogeneous mixture. Solution is the homogeneous mixture of two or more than two substances. It is to only say two or more than two substances. But whenever it is mixed together, there are some gases also dissolved in it. Maybe little amount, but definitely there will be. So such homogeneous mixture of two or more than two substances known as solution, or we are calling it true solution. That we are to study under the heading of solution. So see again carefully. Substances, they are substances which I have kept on the table, written on the board. Element, see, sulfur, carbon. Here I have tried to show you with the help of balls so that you can clearly understand. It is carbon. This is the chlorine. Although it is gas, but for making it easier to you, I have taken the box so that you can understand it easily. It is the chlorine. This is bromine. So all these are the purest form of the substance. We are calling it elements. Whenever we are coming compounds, see what here it is. Table salt. Everybody knows the formula. NaCl. That is the table salt. It is compound. It is sugar. Also a compound. C12, H22, O11. That is the sugar. So now a substance is classified in two types: pure and impure. Under pure, we have seen element, sulfur, carbon, chlorine, bromine. Compound, NaCl, sugar, many more are there. Even water you can write here. It is also compound. It's also compound. Whenever we are coming to mixture, it is heterogeneous. As we have seen here clearly, this is heterogeneous mixture. Sand and water both are showing their presence. See clearly? And this is the homogeneous, what we have made here, sarbat. Whether it is sweet or not, that is a different thing. But that is the sarbat. See carefully. And about this sarbat, we are to study under the heading of solution. Substance, pure, impure. Pure, element, compound. I have shown here. You can see as well. Many more are there. Iron, gold, silver, copper. All are element. All are the pure. Elements are the purest form of the substance which contains only one type of atoms. Whereas compounds, the purest form of substance, but it minimum contains two types of element. That is the compound. And whenever we are coming for the impure, it is mixture. Mixture, heterogeneous, homogeneous. Heterogeneous we have seen, water and sand, soil and water. Homogeneous, sarbat, salt and water. all are simply known as homogeneous mixture, and that homogeneous mixture is known as solution, about which we are to study here. So solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more than two non-reacting substances. Solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more than two non-reacting substances. They should not react with each other. If it will react, then the new compound will form. It will not be a mixture. And we are discussing solution is a part of mixture, which is a homogeneous in nature. So solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more than two non-reacting substances, that we are calling solution. A homogeneous mixture of two or more than two non-reacting substances. Two or more than non-reacting, two or more than two non-reacting substances. If two are there, then we are calling binary solution. Three are there, then we are calling ternary solution. More than three are there, then we are calling quaternary solution. And individual are known as component of solution. Here we are asking sugar and water are the component of sherbet. Sugar and water are the component of sherbet. Sugar, which we have added, water, I have taken in the beaker. See here, it is clearly. That is the two solution. Sugar, water, and sherbet. Sherbet is the resultant form, which is sweet in taste. You can make it at your home and can taste yourself. Very simple to make. Take the glass, add 2 spoons sugar, and sack it thoroughly and drink it. You will find it sweet in taste. So that is the sherbet. Now we see sugar. Generally we are calling solute. Water, that is we are calling solvent, and sherbet we are calling solution. So what is solute, what is solvent, and what is solution? I have tried to make you with the example, with the demonstration. Sugar, solute, water, solvent, sherbet, solution. So solution, a homogeneous mixture of two or more than two non-reacting substances. Solute, solvent, and solution. Generally solute is present in the lesser extent, solvent in the larger extent, but it is not like that. Anyone can be solute, anyone can be solvent. Whenever we are taking just 1 glass of water, added 1 spoon sugar, it will become a true solution. That is the solution existing in the liquid state. But whenever we have taken 1 bag of sugar and added there 1 spoon of water, water will totally dissolve there. Water will not be visible. Entire bag we will see only sugar, but that will exist in the solid state. A solution can exist in all 3 states. A solution can exist in all 3 states, either solid or liquid or gas. Whenever we are calling liquid solution, we can say sugar in water, ethyl alcohol in water, kerosene in petrol, petrol in diesel. They are the existing in liquid state at room temperature. So we are calling it liquid solution. Whenever we are calling solid solution, alloy, you must have seen ornaments which is used in houses by your mothers and sisters. You must have seen. That is the alloy. Brass, bronze, these are the solid solution. And whenever we are talking about gaseous solution, that means gas either dissolve in gas or gas either dissolve in water. When gas dissolve in water in the summer days, you can immediately imagine Coca-Cola, where the CO2 is dissolved in the water under the excess pressure. That is the solution. So solution can be obtained in all three physical states, either solid or liquid or gas. This is the solution: solute, solvent and solution. See, if we are trying to show the water by A and sugar by B, we are trying to show here water A and sugar B. So what is solute? Solute is the component which is present in the solution in the lesser extent, and solvent which is present in the solution in the larger extent. This is general concept. But one thing I have told you again, it is not fixed. There is no fixed ratio. Whenever we are talking mixture, अपनी मर्जी, जितना चाहे चना मिलाओ, जितना चाहे बादाम मिलाओ, जितना चाहे मसाला मिलाओ, जितना चाहे उसमें किशमिश मिला दो, वो आपकी मर्जी है, उसके कोई फिक्स रेशियो नहीं होती. तो ये सॉल्यूट स्मॉलर एक्सटेंट, सॉल्वेंट लार्जर एक्सटेंट and solution, the outcome of the mixture of these two. So this is the solution. Let's see here. This is the I am trying here. So sugar by B and water by A. That is solvent by A and solute by B. Definitely solution will be AB. Solute B, solvent A, Sarbat solution, that is AB. So now it is clear, it must be clearly understood by everyone. Sugar, that is the solute in this sarbat, whatever I have made on the table, because water in the large extent and sugar in the smaller one, it is no matter whether it is more sweet or not. So this is the solution. Now question arises. See, this is solvent particle, solvent molecule, water molecule are there. There is some space between them, maybe very less, but there is space. If there is no space, then how sugar will come in between? How the water will become sweet? Water is a tasteless compound. Water is not sweet. Sugar, because of its beautiness, makes water sweet. Because of its good quality, makes water sweet, so that we like to drink more and more amount of water. Otherwise, who takes more than 1 or 2 glass water? No one. But whenever it will be sweet, it will be Coca-Cola, it will be Miranda, everybody will like to take 3 or 4 glasses. Who doesn't want? Everyone wants. So see, this is water A, and in between the space, whenever sugar is added, it will come in between. Now this is the sarbat, AB. Sugar is inserted in between the solvent particle, and baking is surrounded from the both sides, even the all sides, and so the water appears sweet. Now see, here there was earlier water, I have added sugar, it became sarbat, everything in this beaker. So we can say mass of solution is equal to mass of solute plus mass of solvent. You can see it carefully because earlier there was A. When B come in between A, B, both are in the same space, in the same container. So the mass of sherbet is equal to mass of water there and mass of sugar there. This gives us a clear-cut concept. Whenever mass of solution is to be calculated, we will see it is mass of solute plus mass of solvent. Mass of solute and mass of solvent is equal to mass of solution. In the class 11, you must have studied that moles of solution is equal to moles of solute plus moles of solvent, because mole is also the mass. Mole is also the mass that we are calling. See again carefully. Sugar mixed with water forming sherbet. Sugar, that is the solute because it is present here in the small amount, smaller extent. Water, that is the solvent in the larger extent, and the resultant is the sherbet that we are calling solution, and it is homogeneous because only one medium is visible to us. There is no sugar, there is no water, it is fully sherbet. The physical combination of these two. Physical combination, because in the definition I have written there, it is non-reacting substances. It must not react with each other. If reacting, then it will not be the mixture. It will form the compound. So that is the sugar, water and sherbet. And you should never get any confusion. Solute, which is to dissolve, which is to be dissolved. Solvent, which has a capacity to dissolve. And what is the outcome? That is always the solution. And it may exist in all three physical states, either in the solid or in the liquid or in the gas. Whenever we are calling solid solution, we will say alloy is the common one. We will say sodium carbonate dot 10H2. There is water also. So all these are sugar, water and sherbet. A, water, B, sugar, in the same space it is. That means solute is added in between the solvent and form the solution. So we are calling mass of solution is equal to mass of solute plus mass of solvent. Note it very careful. They are the very fundamental part of the chapter which we are to learn. And so we can say moles of solution. Mole also is the mass. Mole also is the mass. Mole is the SI unit of measurement of substances. Moles of solution is equal to moles of solute plus moles of solvent. Keep in the mind. Very, very important. Mass of solution is equal to mass of solute plus mass of solvent. And moles of solution is equal to moles of solute plus moles of solvent. It must be known to everyone carefully. So what is solute? What is solvent? What is solution? What is mass of solution? Mass of solution is equal to mass of solute plus mass of solvent. Whenever somebody will ask you, whenever 1 kg of water and 1 kg of sugar mixed together, what mass of sherbet will be obtained? You should not have any confusion in saying it is 2 kg sherbet. 1 kg sugar and 1 kg water mixed thoroughly, you will get 2 kg of sugar definitely. But you should not think in this way. It was 1 glass of water and added 1 glass of sugar, it will become 2 glass of sherbet. Because here we are considering one the mass and another the volume. Whenever we are taking the mass together, it will be mass of solute plus mass of solvent is equal to mass of solution. Whenever we are taking volume of solution, we should see volume of solute plus volume of solvent is equal to volume of solution. Mixing 1 liter water, 1 liter milk, it will be 2 liter milk. If there is any change, that we will consider in the higher classes. It will almost remain the same. 1 liter milk, 1 liter water, it will become 2 liter milk. That's why process to change the milk, smaller milk in the larger volume of milk. So see, volume of solution is equal to volume of solute plus volume of solvent, that will make us the volume of solution. These four are very much clear to everyone. Mass of solution, mass of moles of solution, and volume of solution is equal to volume of solute plus volume of solvent. Concentration of solution. See, if more amount of sugar is added, it will become more sweet. Further more amount of sugar is added, it will become more sweet. Gradually the sweetness will be increased whenever the amount of sugar is added. So that is simply known as concentration. How is defined? Concentration of solution is defined as what mass of sugar what mass of solute dissolved in either what volume of solution or in what mass of solution or in what mass of solvent. What mass of solvent. See, what mass of solute dissolved in either what volume of solution or in what mass of solution or in what mass of solvent. That is the concentration of solution, also known as strength of solution. That is concentration of solution, also known as strength of solution. See carefully. What mass of solute dissolved in what? Dissolving either what volume of solution, what volume of solution, see carefully, or in what mass of solution, solution written in the abbreviated form as well open at solution, or in what mass of solvent. All are defined the concentration. Concentration terms. Percentage mass by volume, percentage mass by mass, percentage volume by volume. This we will study in the next class. Homework. Make a list of elements compounds, heterogeneous mixture, homogeneous mixture, homogeneous mixture must be 5 in each. दिस इज योर होमवर्क. एलिमेंट्स 5 लिखना है, कंपाउंड भी 5 लिखना है, हेटेरोजेनस मिक्सचर भी 5 लिखना है, होमोजेनस मिक्सचर भी 5 लिखना है. और वो सारा जो डिफिनेशन दिया सॉल्यूशन का डिफिनेशन, सारे के डिफिनेशन. ऑल्सो लर्न द डॉट पार्ट, ऑल्सो लर्न द doubt part like solute, solvent, whatever we have seen today. Learn the doubt part and their definition. We will meet with the new concept regarding mass by volume, mass by mass and volume by volume. Thank you for today's class.